Hello guys, this is Sceptile 456 here, and here's another review of the Bee movie. This is not really a script, it's just my opinions, and then I'm going to give a score for it. So the movie's basically about this bee named Barry B. Benson. He wants to go see the world, so he goes out with these people that go out and pollinate honey and bring back honey, because the beehive does all these different jobs to get honey. It's what they eat, and I did not expect that. I didn't know bees ate honey. I thought they just got it. So Barry goes out, and this is when the animation really shines. The animation that Dreamworks does here is amazing. When they're flying, they look small, and the raindrops, you can see from a bee's perspective how this is very dangerous for them. So Barry meets Vanessa, and it's weird. They don't really seem that. Vanessa doesn't really seem that weirded out that a bee talks to her. She just kind of, I think it's really funny how she's just oh, can I get you some crumb cake and stuff? It's just they think they're going crazy, but then it's eventually it's a bond. I guess that's okay. I mean, the animation does shine in other parts. It's creative, how all the different jobs, there's there's a job where you just get this slip of honey off of the handle, and that's pretty interesting. There's the pollen jocks, which is basically how you see the world, but you don't really go that far. But I don't get how Barry could even want to go out there again after all the stuff that happened to him, besides Vanessa. So he keeps going outside, and then it follows some typical movie tropes, oh, you can't date a human, and Vanessa already has a boyfriend, but it's really weird, they're dating and having picnics and all that, and then he's Barry fantasizes about her, and that's really odd and all that. The characters are all really likable. Barry B. Benson, he's okay. He isn't a bad character, and the best friend is pretty good, and all the facial expressions are really nice. Some of the humans sometimes look dead-eyed, but they look pretty good. They look good for 2007 when this movie came out. Now, there's one character that isn't the best, and he's okay, so this movie is pretty unpredictable. It follows movie tropes, yes, but it goes from dating human and wanting to explore outside of the hive to trying to get the honey back. And I thought that was a pretty good plot point. I could see how Barry would be a little peeved, because it's they work for honey, but and they take it. But how is he surprised about this? How do you get the honey? From the beehives. That was one of the things that I thought of, but then they cleverly answer it by showing a bee farm that Barry goes to, and it's weird. He seems so determined, and then he just goes. He doesn't plan. It's just all really weird. It goes really fast. He meets a mosquito on the way that really wants to drink moose blood, and he's pretty cool. He's a memorable character. So then during the court case, to get all the honey back, you meet this fat guy named Montgomery who's trying to fight for the honey, and he's memorable. He's actually pretty funny, believe it or not. And there's also this creative idea that once you sting someone, you can't sting again, which I don't really see, but I can see how it would hurt them because they're so small. So then the best friend sacrifices himself, and it's really funny how it happens, but it's also pretty sad. The climax, okay, but here's the one part that I really despise about the Bee movie that doesn't really make any sense. So they're all fighting, Vanessa's helping them win the court case, and then after, it's everyone's peeved off at Barry. It's everyone wanted this, but no one warned him. No one. And then after he does it, everyone's supposed to be happy, but then the best friend who helped him, who was his lawyer in the case, well, he wasn't the lawyer, but he helped Barry in the case, is now oh, maybe it wasn't such a good idea and all that. It's I don't get it. I get why they would be mad, but how could they not see this coming? They answer some other plot holes of bees very cleverly in a jokey way when Vanessa and Barry are getting to know each other, and that helps iron out some plot holes. So yeah, and the climax, once again, they're trying to go on the plane. They're trying to go on a plane to carry flowers from the parade, which Vanessa wants to go to because she's a florist. The parade of flowers. I know this is disorganized, but bear with me. So they go on a plane. They have to fly the plane at some point. And then the pollen jocks and the bees make a homing signal because they don't know how to fly the plane. It's like these creative ideas with bees show how bees are really necessary, and with all the flowers dying, and it's very unpredictable. And it's also very creative. Like, they show how bees can be used for a lot of stuff and how bees are very useful in life. Now, I guess this is a good I talked about the animation, the characters, and the story, so let's just talk about the jokes. The jokes are they're hit and miss. Of course, there's the memes, rightous, and you like jazz, but there's also bee puns, which obviously they make every single bee pun, like, known to man. But they also make some really smart ones. I don't want to spoil it if you don't see the movie, but they definitely make some smart puns in there. So anyway, the Bee movie overall, it has likable characters, it has a creative story, and it has really good animation. It looks really good, and I wouldn't expect anything less from Dreamworks. Honestly, it isn't as bad as everyone thinks. Like, everyone thinks just because it's a meme that it's bad, but it's a shame because it's really not. It's a very well-executed movie. And while some of the side characters don't really get that much screen time, like, the best friend gets a little bit, but not that much. Like, Vanessa's boyfriend is very amusing. It's just like, he's kind of weird, but the side characters are memorable. Everything's memorable. The story's creative. I overall would give the Bee movie an 8.5 out of 10. So, yeah. This is Sceptile 456 signing out. See ya soon.